Hi guys, I want to show you a quick tour of the OBD 11, which is used on the Volkswagen Group vehicles as a diagnostic tool. So you get a little dongle which plugs into your 16-pin connector underneath your dash. It's quite hard to get the camera up underneath here, but up underneath the dash, once you've plugged it in, you should get a little red light on it. So I've just turned the ignition on the car, and this is what the tool looks like when you go into it. If I just come out of this to exit, that's the icon. So you have to download the app on a Android device. So I've just got this on a Samsung Galaxy tablet. This tablet's really old, so I don't think it helps running this system on here, but you'll get the idea. You need to have the Bluetooth turned on, and you need to have Wi-Fi connection. I find that really important, which I find really frustrating if I'm trying to use this if I'm out of the house. So you can tether it to your phone and stuff like that. But press connect, it should then start connecting. It should start flashing under here. You can see it's flashing green. And what it will start doing is then scanning all of the control units on the car for any faults. So we'll just watch this. There we go. So you can see it's picked up the car. I've got an Audi TT Mark 1. So I'll just hit scan. And you can see it's here. It's only scanning one of four control units. So it's just done engine. Now it's doing air conditioning. Dash. And then it's doing the central locking. So it tells you down at the bottom there. If the vehicles get any faults in it or display, it will just light these symbols up here. So you can see here, so 140 control unit. So I can either press and hold that to clear it, but let's go and have a look to see what that is. So as you can see here, where you've got the green dots, it will show you where it's picked up control units. So here we go, so we've got a fault in the central locking. So if I click on this and I go to faults, so you can see here it's got a couple of faults with the alarm horn. If you want to find out more information, you just click on the Google bit and it'll go off and tell you some information. But here you go, no communication. It gives you a little bit of information. So I want to delete those. If I just press and hold on this little dustbin down the bottom here, see a little wheel whirring round. Now I do find this is actually quite glitchy sometimes, but it's gone through okay there. If I press and hold on that, it should just recheck it again. See if those faults come back. Doesn't look like it. So I'm going to go back out of that. So what can you do with this then? So let's say, for example, you can go to the engine control unit. If you wanted to clear down faults again, you'd go into faults. There's no faults in here, but you just press the red button down the bottom there to delete it. You can do some data logging, so you can go to live data. We go 1, and it will bring up these channel values and tell you what they are, so the engine speed, the temperature, etc. So for some reason it's not bringing anything up here, and that should be displaying engine speed, etc. Here we go. So channel 2, we've got the engine speed, engine load, injection timing, your air mass meter readings. So if you wanted to, you can go up the top here on this little graph, and then you can add a value. So let's say you want to go channel 1. It's just thinking about it. It's thinking what's in channel 1. Select value. So let's say, for example, I want to have a look at the coolant temperature. Okay, so we've got 17 degrees. I might want to add another one. It's channel 2 again. select value, let's do engine speed, and OK. I'll press start, and then at the top here, you probably can't see it, but there's time going across the top, and obviously then what we'd expect to see then is a change in these graphs as we're kind of moving. So it's quite good for that sort of stuff if you're interested in it. You can stop, and then you can save that. Let's just get out of there. But yeah, again, so you can go through all your different kind of adaption channels. You can have a look at some of the information. As I said, I do find it a little bit temperamental. So what have we got here? Throttle valve angle. So there you go, my foot fully on the throttle there, so 100%. So yeah, it's quite good for that. You can do some other bits and pieces. You can do what they call an output test. So if you wanted to check certain activators in the engine, you can check those. It's quite good for the dash. It's quite a good one to check. Again, I find it really temperamental on this, but we'll give it a go. Output test. So it should tell you what it's doing. So analog display. So there you go. So you can see all the displays moving. And then kind of back to center. So I've had a little. I've got to go and reset the fuel gauge sensor. I've had the fuel level sensors out. So this should give me warning lights. Check, see they're all working. So as you can see on here, it tells you what it's looking at. So that's the gong. Hear that? Segment test, great for a TT. You can see there it's got a few segments missing. Light switch and instruments, so it's just lit up as if you had your lights on, and then that's the end. So you can see it's quite good for doing some stuff like that. Obviously if you've got the later vehicles, then you can do a lot more. This is just a Mark 1 TT, so there's not a lot on it, but you can also go through, and if you want to reset the service light, you can do that. You just go to adaption, and then you can select your values. If you go online, you can find all of the values. If you go to 2, that'll normally just reset it. If you go to about 40 onwards, it gives you all of the information for resetting the service light information. So you can see the actual inspection miles. I've just reset this because I've done service recently, but so all the channels are there. There's loads of bits of information and help that you can get. You can click on certain things, so it's quite well supported for any information. So I find it works quite well as a cheap tool. It's about £50. Certainly worth it if you're interested in this sort of stuff and you want to have a little play around yourself. It's quite a cheap alternative to the Vagcom Rostec stuff that's out there. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Any questions, just let me know.